Okay, so I'm back from the grocery store. Totally forgot to go back and get the beef patties. Oh well. Okay, so I got 3 gallons of milk. I got some orange juice, cream cheese, yogurt, pasta sauce, garbanzo beans. I kind of want to try to make hummus, but I also kind of just want to put hot sauce on it and just like scoop them up and eat them. I got some tomato sauce and then these popsicles that are so good. And then for veggies, I got broccoli, frozen broccoli, onion, carrots, and then also got bananas. And then for meat, I got cut up beef, chicken, and then the fancier steak. It's still a little bit thin, but you know, and then some ribs. Freezer, to be honest, I really don't feel like dealing with. I was gonna get 2. I'm glad I only got 1. This is a lot. Nope. Okay. It's okay. Cool. So anyway, this grocery bag has a bunch of dust in it. Like this is falling apart. And I don't know if it's because I left it in the car, but I left it in the car so that it can be my emergency grocery bag. But I think it started breaking down. So I'm gonna try to rinse it outside and see if that helps. If not, I guess I'll have to toss this because I don't want, ooh, a lot of dust. And now it's all on my shirt. Hello. So about the social anxiety of it all. So the patties that I mentioned, I saw them at the entrance, but there was somebody there and I was like, oh, I'll come back to them, or they're probably going to be out in the other section of meat, and I forgot about them. So yeah. Anyway, so before going into the grocery store, I was a bit nervous, but not as much as usual. So I think I'm doing better. And then my cat's using you as a scratcher. What was I saying? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I was kind of trying to look up more, and I feel like that's been helping more instead of like looking down and like blocking everything out. And then also this time around, I said excuse me a couple times. I did go around some people if they were, you know, where I wanted to go. It wasn't as crowded, but again, there were still people. I don't know, I just felt okay. And I think maybe it's because Foodco is becoming more normal and more like familiar that it's been better. But yeah, I mean, yesterday I was supposed to go and I didn't go, so you know, I'm still kind of stalling to do stuff because of social anxiety. But anyway, yeah, it wasn't bad. The only embarrassing thing that happened was that, so I was gonna get a big bag of frozen broccoli, and then I was like, no, I'll just get these 2 little ones. And so I think I was looking down at the bag, but I was still kind of thinking about it. And I tend to look down, okay? It just kind of is the reflex that it is. I was looking down, and there was a guy that came into the aisle and he was in a little like driving cart and he didn't have a leg. And so I was zoning out, but also looking at him and also thinking like, oh, poor guy. And then I felt bad that I was looking, you know, and then I looked up and then he smiled at me and said hi, and I said hi. And it was fine, you know, but I still felt bad that I stared, you know? Anyway. And the other thing is that I paid in cash. Usually I don't like paying in cash because somehow I feel like it's more nerve-wracking, but there wasn't anybody behind me. I guess I do feel nervous about coins more because I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't think, and like, I don't know, the anxiety kind of makes it harder to do math. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, I just gave them 120, 150. It was 120, 141. I don't know, the quarters are easier to count. I don't know. But anyway, so I was a little panicky, a tad, when I was trying to find the coins. But when the cash, I was like, it's fine, you're good. I don't know why it's weird, but anyway, yeah. And usually the groceries have been around 90 something, and today was 121, so it was a little bit higher today. Not talking about other stuff, a lot of stuff has happened, and since it wasn't like shopping related, I didn't want to make a video, but I guess now I'm going to talk about them. So I went to church choir on Sunday. I still leave an hour before because it's in downtown and the parking and all that. But I think my driving anxiety has gotten easier. I think after I did the 45-minute drive, or it was like an hour drive to the shadowing thing, I think it's been a little bit easier to drive. And I'm trying to trust my spatial awareness better. And there's like certain instances that I'm like, oh shit, my reflexes are pretty good. I don't know, I guess I should just trust my driving more and just, you know, focus and pay attention and everything, you know? I went to the doctor, my husband went with me, and I was really fucking nervous. I was very nauseous before going, and it turned out fine. The main thing is that, like, the doctors that I've had in the past have always been assholes, and I had a really good doctor with my mom's insurance, but then I got switched to my own insurance, and that doctor, I had two doctors with my insurance, like, they would swap out. One of them was kind of rude, one of them was kind of nice, but the office and the appointment scheduling and all that was shitty. And the workers' comp doctors were always like assholes. So yeah, that's kind of what I was expecting. But this doctor was really nice, and I was really glad that she was a woman, you know? Because I don't know, it just makes things a little bit less embarrassing, you know? I told her about everything. I went to 4 different things. So I went for my chronic pain, and then I've been feeling dizzy, and then migraines with jaw pain and all that. So anyway, I just felt heard, which for the migraines and the dizziness, she told me to drink more water, which I have been. I feel like it has helped, but I was actually really paranoid that I had POTS or some other disease. And then for the chronic pain, I have a friend who's a physical therapist. That's what the shadowing thing was about. He was telling me about different exercises and all that stuff, and that he thinks my chronic pain is related to having my shoulders and my neck forward, which I still think it was work related because I was like always like this, you know? But anyway, I have hope that the chronic pain will go away. I've been doing the exercises that he told me to do, and I've been doing more of like upper back stuff to help, so that's been good. I guess the new doctor that I have has a parking structure though, so that's gonna suck. I'm probably gonna have to go to the doctor by myself next month, so for the follow-up or whatever. So a bit nervous about that, but I'm just trying not to think about it. And just the fact that my doctor is nice kind of gives me hope or whatever. And I got referred to physical therapy. I haven't gotten a call to schedule, so we shall see. Forgot to mention that I did inquire about anxiety medication, but she was saying that some medication has the side effect of nausea, and my biggest thing that I have to deal with when I have anxiety is nausea. So I was like, well, then it kind of defeats the purpose. So she ended up giving me 10 pills for nausea, which I haven't tried out. I also had to make calls to pharmacies for my medication, which was annoying. It was annoying, and I still don't have the medicine. Like I called a pharmacy and they were like, oh, call the other people, and they were like, no, call the other people. And then I'm like, bro, so now what? So anyway, it's just like a pain gel. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just wait and see if it gets authorized by the health insurance. And then for the pharmacy, my husband was the one that was doing the talking because it was like the drive-through. There's other things that I've done, like hanging out with friends, but it's been okay. Oh, the only thing though, with friends or whatever, I have such a hard time greeting. Like I feel embarrassed to greet people. My family doesn't really hug, but my husband's friends and family do. So now I've gotten used to hugging people more, but I still feel awkward initiating the greeting or whatever. So that happened a lot over the weekend, but anyway, I'm so annoying. Okay, I guess quickly just revisiting resolutions. So my first one was social anxiety. So I think I have been pushing myself and I have been doing better. So that's good. I do have hiccups here and there, but you know, it's fine. The other thing was to work on my chronic pain stuff, which I have. I've been exercising and I went to the doctor and I dealt with all the workers' comp shit, so that's good. And the next thing was to get a job that wasn't as bad for chronic pain and that I liked. I did have the temp job where I decluttered and painted a house for a couple months. I've tried the PT shadowing. I've enrolled in classes. They start in August, which I'm a bit nervous about. And then the other online class, I finally got the textbook, but I still have been kind of slow about doing stuff. Yesterday I did study, so that was good, but I need to do more of that class because I don't want to have a bunch more classes in August. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.